Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 87 for Extra. And today, guys, I'm going to rank with you guys all the Danganronpa characters from the main games. And I figure this will be a great one to do. And you guys know I'm a huge Danganronpa fan. It is one of my favorite games I've ever played as a child. And it's such a game that I've really enjoyed. And I've kind of got some following on from my friends, so I really wanted to do this one. As such a huge Danganronpa fan, I've never actually done a tier list. It's actually crazy. So let's go ahead and do it. And by the way, guys, just to let you guys know, I will not be ranking the characters of anime because honestly, I don't care about the anime. The anime for me is rather very underwhelming. Most of the characters weren't very developed in the anime. And honestly, I just felt like it was very underwhelming as well. Very mid, not really a lot of interesting aspects of the anime. So yeah, we're gonna pretty much talk about the main games here. Pretty much Danganronpa, Goodbye Despair, and obviously V3 Killing Harmony. So I will keep this spoiler. So if you have not played all three of the games, please get out of this video because I will be spoiling probably majority of the characters for you guys. We have the tier set up here. We got S, A, B, C, D. Pretty self-explanatory, I have to say. Then we obviously have the characters listed in alphabetical order. I believe by first name. And so it's going to be rather interesting. And like I said, guys, it's just my opinion, so don't get offended where I put your character. So let's start with the first character we got here is Akane. I'm going to give her a C. Um, Not really anything too special. I don't really have too much of an opinion on her. She's a nice character and all, but really, she's not really anything that interesting. So I'll give her a C. Angie, I'll also give a C. I'll also give a C. I'm actually thinking, actually, you know what? Do I give her a D? You know what? I might actually give her a D. I might actually give her a D. I was so hesitant, C or D, but I have to put her D just because she was so annoying with the whole Atua stick. So annoying. So her voice was so annoying for me. And honestly, normally I'm sad when characters die. I was actually happy she died, which I normally am not. But this is probably one of the rare times where I actually wanted her to die. So I'm actually glad she died. So yeah, for me, definitely a D tier. One of the worst characters in Danganronpa. Next up, it is Asahina. I'm gonna give her a B. I think she's a very lovable character. I think she's awesome. I love her as a kind of a side protagonist, even though she's not the main protagonist. Obviously, not the female lead. Obviously, that goes to Kyoko. But I still think she did a very good job, and I really love what she did in chapter 4 particular. That was so strong character, and I just felt like it was amazing. The way she was acting in that case was fantastic and amazing. I'm so glad she's a survivor. And love her character, man. Love her character. I couldn't put her. She's not like an A or S for me. She's not like a that favorite, but still very good though. Byakuya Tagami. I'm gonna put him as C. I was even thinking about put D, but Byakuya does have some redeemable qualities. He is a smart guy after all, but really, like I said, guys, he's just a narcissistic guy, just a very pretentious guy. Not really a huge fan of him, and yeah, very underwhelming. Celestia Ludenberg. I'm gonna give her a B. I actually like Celestia as a whole. I didn't really like her in particular chapter 3, but obviously it makes sense. The chapter 3 killer always goes crazy over the top, so kind of makes sense. So yeah, she's a pretty good character. I actually liked how she was helpful in the trials, and she's a very interesting character, and she has a very interesting backstory. Put it this way. So yeah, I like her character. I'll give it a B. I think I like Asahina more, by the way, though. Next up is Chiaki. Chiaki is one of my favorites. I love Chiaki. She's such an amazing character, one of the best characters in Goodbye Despair, and she's easily going S tier. Sorry, not S tier, A tier. For me, I love Chiaki. Fantastic, and I love her role. And then obviously, spoilers here. She was actually the traitor this whole time, and I felt so bad for her. What happened to her in the anime, but then obviously what happened to her in the Goodbye Despair, her being the traitor, and I felt like she was just amazing, fantastic. Love her character. Next up, we got Chihiro. I like Chihiro. I think Chihiro's a nice character. It's actually cool. He had that switcheroo. He was actually we thought this whole time was a girl, but it ended up being a guy this whole time, which was a pretty cool twist. Then obviously you really do feel bad for him in the second case where he had that brutal death, probably one of the most brutal deaths in Danganronpa history. So for me, easily a B tier. Next up is Fuyuhiko. I love Fuyuhiko. It's interesting, guys. Before his character arc, I probably would have put Fuyuhiko probably in the D category because I really didn't like Fuyuhiko. But after that complete arc of Peko died, he became an amazing character, a fantastic character. Love the character, and for me, he's easily one of the best Danganronpa Goodbye Despair characters. Easily A tier for sure. Gonta, man, Gonta is awesome. I love Gonta. Gonta is one of my favorites. I love Gonta. Actually, I'm going to put Chihiro above Celeste. Gonta for me, easily one of the best characters in Killing Harmony. I love this character. I felt so bad for him for what happened, what Kokichi did to him. It was just so messed up. And yeah. And by the way, guys, I'm just gonna let you guys know. I think I only have two S tier characters. I'm gonna have one for female, one for male. So just let you guys know, I have ultimate points. The rest will go in the A's and B's. But yeah, I mean, for me, one of the best characters. I just love his character, and I feel so bad for what Kokichi did to him. Next up, it is Gundam Tanaka. I like the character Gundam. I think he's a pretty awesome character. I think he's very enjoyable, very fun, very energetic, and I felt like he was such a cool character, cool concept, and I love what he did in Chapter 4, in particular, the second game, because that was phenomenal acting there, and you actually felt bad. He actually had a reason to kill. He killed because for everyone else to live. You know, it was such a cool motive and such a cool, noble thing to do. Hajime Hinata, for me, I love Hajime. I think he's a fantastic protagonist. I'm putting him in an A tier. I think he's fantastic. I think he's a great protagonist, and for me, I just like Hajime. I really love Hajime. I think he's an amazing protagonist, and I just think for me, do I like? I like Shiaki mid more, but I'll put Hajime second. I'll put Hajime second, but Hajime for me, fantastic protagonist, and he has to really work through it. I feel like of all the protagonists, he had to work for it the most, and you know, you find out that his talent is basically the mastermind, Izuru Kamikaru, and that he was basically the ultimate hope, and it was such a cool thing. Like he was like this reserve corps student, and I really liked how to like earn his confidence because he started from a character that had no confidence to a character with so much confidence. And like I love the end way he says like I am Hajime Hinata. Like it was just so confidence sake. So for me, fantastic. Hifumi, I'm putting him in a C tier. I don't really have much an opinion on him. He's a very boring, forgettable character. Honestly, not really much to say about him. And yeah, rather character. Next up is Himiko. Now, I might get some stick for saying this, but I think Himiko is one of the most boring characters. I really don't like Himiko whatsoever. I think she's a boring character. I know some people will tell me in the comments below, oh, she had the arc when that Tanko died, like becoming a better girl and stuff like this. No. Her arc was, if there was an arc, maybe been a little bit, but really, she just doesn't have much of an arc. And for me, I think Fuyuka's arc is way superior to hers. If you even consider that an arc. So for me, I'm sorry, Himiko, no. And for me, she shouldn't have survived V3. I don't agree with her surviving V3 personally. So yeah. Next up, it is Hiyoko. Now this was a character I initially disliked. However, the second time of playing, I didn't dislike her as much. Now, granted, I still don't really like her. I still think she's a C tier at best, but I've grown to like some aspects, and I really like what happened to her, especially after chapter two, especially after Mahiru dying. Like she ended up becoming a better character, but then of course her character had to be ruined. It had to be ruined, of course. So yeah, it's a shame because I actually felt like if they had given her an arc, she could have been one of the survivors. And it's just a shame because I feel like Hiyoko had so much potential. As much as I didn't like her, you know what? I'm actually gonna put Himiko over Himiko, and honestly, I'm gonna put her above Byakuya. Actually, I'm gonna put her, uh, yeah, right there. Actually, surprisingly, Ibuki, fantastic. She's a fun character, music character, vibes girl. Yeah, not really much to say. She's a nice character. I like. Next up is Junko Inoshima. Okay, this is a bit of a tricky one, guys. I like Junko Inoshima the first time and the first game as a master. I didn't really like her as a mastermind the second game, and I hate the third game was just too much. Like only one game she should have been the mastermind for. I'm gonna. I'm very mixed for this one, guys. I think I'm gonna put her C, but I'm gonna put her C just because I'm very mixed. Like I said, I love what she did in the first game. Like if I was just going by just the first game, I'd probably put her A. I think A first game was amazing. The second game, I didn't like the second game, and I thought the third game was just too much. Like it was just too much. Like only one game made sense. So I'm very mixed with this one, guys. So I think C is probably fair, I guess, where I'm kind of in the middle. So yeah, I guess that's probably the fair way to put it. Kaede, easily A tier. One of the best female protagonists. I wish she was a female protagonist, man. I really wish she was, because I feel like she has so much to grow. And you know, it just felt like she was too perfect. That's probably why she had to die. She was just too perfect. She couldn't be this perfect girl that the game wanted. And I really wish she was the protagonist. I really wish she was. Yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Kaito Momote, easily one of the best guys in the Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Easily one of the best. I just love Kaito. I was just so fun, so energetic. The Mission Impossible. I also love his role with Suichi, and yeah, I just think he's fantastic. Kazuichi, I like Kazuichi. I think he's a good sidekick to have. I think he's good. Um, I like him, particular. Good sidekick to have, and he was pretty helpful in the cases. And yeah, I enjoyed his presence. So yeah, for me, great. Kibo, for me, great. I love Kibo. Kibo's really fantastic. The only issue I have with Kibo is I wish he was kind of more involved with the plot. I mean, he had that, I guess, say in the end where he destroyed everything, but besides that, he didn't really have much of it else in the game. So yeah, I'll probably put him in B. But yeah, I can't really rank him that high in B, so I'll probably put him in like I'll probably put him here, I suppose, in that category. I like his robot. Karumi, honestly, I don't really have an opinion on her. I'm pretty neutral with her. I'll give her C, I suppose. She had a good role. I like her role in chapter 2 in particular. That was kind of nice, but yeah, other than that, she wasn't really that special. All's been made. Not really much to say there. So for me, I'll give her C. Kiyotaka Ishimaru, yeah, I thought he was okay. I'll probably put him in B tier. Just about probably like I'm probably giving the C or B, but I'll edge with B. But just about like yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I like his friendship with Mondo. I think that was really cool. Too bad his whole arc got ruined after Mondo died because his character became useless afterwards. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm for that reason. I'm actually gonna put him in C because his character got useless after Mondo's death. So yeah, I can't really rank him that highly. Okay, next up is Kokichi Oma. Okay, Kokichi Oma. Uh, very good. Probably one of the most entertaining characters in V3. Regardless whether you love him or like him or not, you have to admit he was very interesting, very dynamic, very crazy, all over the place. And that's why I liked him so much and his lies, his truths, and he made the game very interesting. So now it's just a question of do I put him at A or B? Um, You know what? I'll give him A, but low end A. Because as much as I love Kokichi, and I do love Kokichi, don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't. It's just that there were some times where I got a bit annoyed with him about like the lies thing, and I felt like he was just too much of a jerk at times. And I especially didn't like what he did in chapter 4. I especially don't like what he did. And I felt like he was a jerk in that one, and also chapter 2 as well. There were particularly chapters where I just didn't really enjoy him that much, but there are ones I really did enjoy. Obviously, chapter 5 being his best, and then obviously he was good in chapter 3, chapter 1. So, I have like, I'm generally happy with Kokichi, but I just can't put him as because I have other characters I prefer. But yeah, easily there. Um, Next up, it is Horikyo. I'm gonna put him a C. I'm gonna put him a C. I honestly, I did like Horikyo, but until the whole chapter 3 thing, until that happened, yeah, I didn't like what he did there in chapter 3. I thought it was particularly a jerk move there, and yeah, I don't even want to comment. So let's move, let's just say he killed girls for incest reasons. But yeah, okay, I digress. I don't even know why I brought that up. Okay, let's move. Next up is Kyoko. Um, Kyoko for me easily one of the best females in the first game. Probably my favorite, probably one of my favorite females. Honestly, I think she was just amazing. For me, probably the best Trigger Happy Havoc character. I would say, very good. I love her character, and yeah, I just think she's amazing. She's just such an awesome character. So for me, she's definitely A tier. Leon Kawata, I'll give him like a C tier. Or not really too much to say about him. I don't really have much an opinion on him. But yeah, he's just a cool guy, the baseball guy, the first murder, 11037. Yeah. Mahiru, I'll give a C. I don't really have an opinion on her. She's fine, I suppose. Not really much to say. And yeah, I'll give her C. Next up, it is Maki Harukura. For me, this is the best female, in my opinion, in the franchise. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I said it. I just love her character. I love her being the ultimate assassin, being that cool role, killing people before the game was awesome. I just love her role and how shadow she was in the beginning. How like and then you got to grow to know her. That towards the end, she was just a nice person at the arc. I love her friendship with Suichi. I love her friendship with Kaito. And I love her love hate relationship with Kokichi. Well, actually, more like hate relationship. It's such an awesome stuff for me. Easily, in my opinion, the best female in Danganronpa. I love her character. So for me, she's definitely S tier for sure. Makoto, I'll probably put him in B. He's nice, I suppose. He's good, but he's just a boring protagonist and just doesn't hit the same as the other protagonists. So yeah, for me, Mikon, I'll give I'll give Mikon a C. Um, Actually, where do I put her in a C? I'll put her right here. I'll put her right here. I just think she was too clumsy for me. Too clumsy for me. And she had some moments of hers, but ultimately she was just too clumsy. And that's the problem I have with her. Is that I feel like there was a character in here that could have been special. The whole chapter 3 thing, yeah, it ruined everything. Like if the whole chapter 3 thing, the her being the killer, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like it personally for me. So yeah. Miu. Oh, Miu is awesome. the amount of sass she has is crazy. She is easily one of the best females in Danganronpa. Killing Harmony, she's awesome. I love her character. She's just amazing. Um, and yeah, I just think she was just a fantastic. You know what? I'm actually putting her above Kaito. I think she's more fun than Kaito, even though I love Kaito. Just fun character in general. Very smart and also can be very dumb at times. Like she's just an amazing character. The way she's talks so much. I just love her character. Just love her character. Very interesting character. Very interesting character. Next up is Monzo. I'll give Monzo probably a C. Don't really have much of an opinion on him. He's just a nice guy, I suppose. But yeah, not really much to say about him. And yeah, so I'll probably put him around here. I think I'll put him right here, actually. Put him right there. Mukuro Ikasaba. I mean, what's there to say? She's really the 15th student. She was the missing student in the fifth case. And that's pretty much about it. She doesn't really have much to her character. She's just not really present. And so I'll probably put her in C, probably the bottom. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion. Nagitsu. I love Nagitsu. For me, the best villain of the three. And for me, the best male in Danganronpa. I just love Nagitsu. It's just such a fun character. So amazing. So unpredictable. And yeah, I just love Nagitsu, man. It's so unpredictable. So crazy. All over the place. And his involvement in Fifth Trial in particular. Oh, man. That was cinema. Cinema. So for me, I'll put Nagitsu B. I'm sorry, S. Um, I can't decide who I like more, Maki or Nagito. I'll probably keep it as a tie, but yeah, I'll probably put them two there. And then Nikamura, I'll probably put him as C. Don't really have an opinion on him. He's actually, you know what? I'll probably put him in B. Actually, no, I'll give a C. I'll give a C. He's kind of like Mondo, but like a better version of Mondo, I suppose. So I'll probably put him in. I'll probably put him right here. Actually, you know what? I'll put him above Ishimura. I'll put him above Ishimura. I'll put him above Ishimura. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Peko, pretty much the same tier as the rest. I'll probably put her in C. Don't really have an opinion on her. She doesn't really have a role other than being Fuyuhiko's assistant in the whole chapter 2 thing. But yeah, not really much to say. So I'll probably put her there. Rantaro. I feel like he's been a cool character, but we just didn't really know too much about him. Then obviously he died first of the Healing Harmony, so I'll probably put him there. Ryoma. I like Ryoma. I feel like he's such a cool role, but unfortunately, we just don't know too much about him. So I'll probably put him in. I think I'll put him in. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I'm missing stuff. I'll put Ryoma. I want to put him in right there. Just right there, right there. I like his character, but yeah, just not really much to him. Sakura. I'll probably give her a C tier. I think I'll probably put her top of C tier. She had the whole mole thing, trader thing, the first game, chapter 4, which was very emotional. But yeah, not really much to her character that stands out for me, at least. I like a friendship with Sakura. I mean, sorry, Asahina. Asahina was a good friendship. Sayaka, I'll probably put her in C tier. Actually, maybe B tier, I guess. I like her friendship with Makoto, but yeah, she doesn't really have much role. But I did like the fact that she wasn't as innocent as we had made to believe. Obviously, we thought she was the nice girl, like she was basically the heroine with us, but she ended up dying first, which I thought was a cool twist. And she actually tried to instigate a kill, which was a really cool, and tried to pin it on Makoto. That I actually liked. It was very interesting, very out of character. Very, it came out of nowhere for me. So I like the fact that they did that. Suichi. Um, Here's the thing with Suichi, guys. I like Suichi, but my problem is that I just feel like he's too similar to Hajime, man. I feel like he's too similar to Hajime, and I just feel like it just doesn't work as well. And I and I also feel like another personally for me that clouded me is that I just wanted Kaede as the protagonist, not Suichi. I like Suichi still. I think he's still a good protagonist. So I still like him. It's just that I feel like I would have enjoyed Suichi more if we didn't have Hajime previously. You know, if that makes any sense. Like, I just felt like he wasn't as interesting. So I'll put him above Makoto actually. I think it's a bit harsh to put him there. I'll put Suichi probably right here. Actually, I think it's a bit better for him. I'll probably put him there, but I can't put him at A tier because I just feel like he's just too similar. He's just too similar for me. So I'm sorry, I can't put him there. Sonya, never mind. No, I don't really. If she was more involved in the plot, I probably would have liked her more. It's just that she doesn't really have a role in the plot. I mean, she only has real involvement in the chapter 5 and maybe chapter 4 to some degree, but really she is just pretty much a side character. It's a shame because I actually feel like she could have had hidden potential. And you know what I would have wished? I wish she was a mastermind in the second game. I wish she was a mastermind. Yeah. Okay, Tenko is a character that I originally disliked. I originally disliked. But I've kind of grown to not dislike her as much. So, do I still put her in D or do I put her in C? You know, I'll put her at the very edge of C, but yeah, I will give her C just because I actually understand why she's mean towards guys. She's actually has a justification for it. She's not mean just for being mean sake. So it's understandable. But yeah, for me, I'll put her C. Teru, ooh, I'm sorry, I'll have to give it D. This is a little bit harsh. I do feel bad for the case he had. I understand why, but for me, he was too perverted. Too perverted. And yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't put you high in this one. And I'm sorry. You have to put D. You gotta put D. Now, Toko is interesting. See, if I was going just by the first game, because guys, I'm actually going to do something that's a bit weird here, guys. I'm actually going to consider Toko and Genocide Jack the same character. So I'll give you two different ones, though, if I were to do this, but I'm going to combine both into my thing together. See, Toko herself, just her character alone, is probably a C. But I did like her involvement in alternate spirit goals, and I think that was pretty nice of her, and I'll probably put her a B for that. And I love Genocide Jack. Genocide Jack's amazing. So if you like, kind of like average it out, I guess she's a B. She's a B. And yeah, I just think she's a good character, but like I said, it's just Genocide Jack that really hits home the same. So yeah, for me, I'll put her C, B. Samugi Shirogane, I'm putting her a D. I did not like her. She was very boring throughout the game, and I know she was a mastermind and everything, but I didn't like her as a mastermind. I just didn't like it. I just didn't enjoy it. So I'll put Samugi in D1. In fact, I actually, yeah, you know what? I'll put. I think I'll do this way. I think I'll do this way. I'll put Angie and Teruter. I'll put that way. But Byakuya Tsugami, the imposter, I'll probably give him B. I like his. I like what he was trying to do the second game of him trying to like stop the killing, but ended up being the first one killed. So pretty ironic, I have to say. But yeah, interesting there. And then I'll put Yasuhiro in C. Don't really have an opinion on him. Don't really care about him that much. So there you have it, guys. That's my Danganronpa character tier list. So if you guys did enjoy this, let me know in the comments below, guys. I am thinking about maybe doing a chapters one, and execution one in the future. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I'll tell you what, guys. If we get 10 likes on this video, I will be doing an execution one. I'll be doing an execution one. And if we get 15 likes, I'll do a chapters one as well. Do a chapters one. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe, and peace out.